My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech. Did you really think the Galaxy Ranger was an outsider this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line, breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her, the girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter, an unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die? It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one. And there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IP, you have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way, they've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. Nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin, while also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this tragic news would be extremely bad for the family. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation. But don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Look, here's my contact details. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your plans?
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool. That is something I agree on. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions, I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade. We've all witnessed it in action before. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape. It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost. This way. This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths. And ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories. Hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet?
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
This is ridiculous!
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for everyone to arrive.
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive. As are you. You still have room to make a choice.
Choice.
Vatora's fire demon.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the heart. We come from the fire and are born bathed in fire. Burning forms the entire life of a fire demon. From the beginning to the end.
Your companions don't seem to think so.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn white hot. But my flames are faint, and time is running out.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have. Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Destruction is intense, but brief.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists. Just as you exist. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the...
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in existence.
A bottomless dream. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances. They can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I've also been wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder I know something about the Stellaron Hunters. That's all. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help. But I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and the truth about what happens inside the dreamscape.
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for him?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you? I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If new...
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The
All the while accusing that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective.
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turn. As for that Aventurine, well...
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. You're like a broken record. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine?
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
This assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that he witnessed are the most directly connected. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life?
How about we split off into two groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the dreamscape.
Worth focusing on? Oh. No problem. I'll leave it to you then.
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together. Oh well. Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on...
Welt.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, Your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable depths. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron, those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think I've been honest enough.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is he okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
He's fine. Let's stick with the topic. Gaining my trust all depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion.
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups. Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up.
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist, an aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch, this music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest. Children of the flame, this box your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. It's like it's been a...
Who are you? Who are you?
It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone.
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Chart. The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is... This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You promised us a land of honey. When you took his father, my child was still... I don't ask for a peaceful death. Otherwise...
Mommy! 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 The rain... It is raining! It's true! Those Outworlders weren't lying to us.
Back home. Darling. Such a lucky child. May the good... And you... Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon. How is it?
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories.
They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, besides Robin, there was another body.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. This murderer is a psycho. And I have to say, the case does represent an opportunity. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. What should we do? Let me think.
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, if that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor.
A probability. Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Well, that's great. It's all great. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday and is very befitting of its owner.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family...
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor.
That's a place of business.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to...
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing...
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
A dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, There isn't a door.
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep on the previous occasion. An attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to...
Well, maybe we should do the same. This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Stream 4.
Seek, and you will find.
Stream 4.
The gleaming golden blades.
Stream 4.
Gleaming gold blades.
Six nightingales facing in different directions.
But
They are.
how can nightingales be so huge?
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why am I wasting time with you on this?
Feeling lucky. Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
Impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model.
There wasn't a gap before.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time.
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
Stream forth, the gleam gold blades.
Found it. This is it.
Watch your head.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Let's settle this.
Again.
More business, eh? Ouch! Watch the face! Let's settle this.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Watch your head. We're just having fun.
Still waters of oblivion.
Let's settle this.
Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Familiar.
Watch your head.
I underestimated you.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
I hit the mark.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Oh, no dirty tricks.
We're just having fun.
I hit the mark.
Let's settle this.
Still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
I hit the mark. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Watch your head. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We're just having fun.
It's on me.
I'll see you off.
Free will, or was it defeat? Still waters of oblivion.
Nothing major.
more business, eh?
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Hedge your bets.
We're just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Eternal sleep, then.
And return!
A reward with no risk? I'll take it. Fortune follows luck, just like it always does. Huh. And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. Oh, look. The gap is... Oh, good heavens. Did I shrink?
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. It's me! Down here! In the sand pit! Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family. Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service.
And tell me about the tour.
Hello, I am an Oak Soldier. Model, happy to be of generating guide. Please wait. Found the nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. A capsule model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my witness.
I saw nothing.
Stream 4. Gold blades.
Capsule machine. So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. Oh, Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. Finally, a moment of peace. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Oh, you're back. Just place it. Thanks, Doc. Horatio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
All done. Piece of cake. And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive.
Yeah.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it, and I'll help him find the murderer.
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family. That was just an excuse, good doctor. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, if the chance of winning is just beyond this door.
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you.
IPC ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do.
Yes. The doctor has assured me of your noble character. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation.
You don't look too well. If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders. Now your noble status has become a shackle. But don't worry. I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine.
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the strategic investment. For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk.
Mr. Aventurine, when you are out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question: do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hand?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine Stone is safe and sound in this box?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please. Are these what you're looking for? Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you.
And this golden stone is also known as a topaz, not a Aventurine. And it belongs to Topaz.
So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone more precious than life itself.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
I got it back, sister.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it, but I can't live without you, little brother.
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I
won? What?
I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't.
Of course you'd win. But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important, but not as important as you, my dearest brother. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gayathra Triclops. You're a child blessed by Gayathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. Listen to me and swear to Gayathra Triclops.
Okay, I will swear to Gayathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gayathra Triclops was really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? And where was Gayathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. Then how bad were our sins?
Excuse me, I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators, such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her performance.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The prep?
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. She's also in the running for the legacy.
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memories, the hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC?
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation. Boss, get moving!
Armed evacuation?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out.
Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball!
Hey, check it out!
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel.
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Only a Venturine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not?
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? To be in business with Aventurine. I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. As for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again. Back for more trouble?
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. Oh, sheesh, why do you keep asking me that? We're in the middle of investigating a murder case for the...
Well...
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gallagher. Gallagher. Where could he be? As I thought, Miss Claudia's here.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly on Penacony?
Not possible. It was you the last time I'm not letting you get by this time!
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation.
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about?
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us?
He'll do.
Sorry. No can do. The boss, everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? Can you perform it again? Please?
Sorry. No can do. Everyone, please leave. Let me see what time it is now. Whoa! It's this time already. Time to clock out. And no one's gonna stop me.
What?
Huh?
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone...
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the golden hour. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher.
The Nameless involved with the family.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
You got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's...
The family itself is a huge Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for...
But the human body has its limits.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread.
In the end, the dreams... I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron.
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit.
Take your time.
That should do it.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the...
Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual Adam. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual Adam became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed?
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am, nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not constant.
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you.
Imposter? I see. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the fudge are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes?
Are you asking me to write your will?
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt.
Sure. Never thought I'd come across an ally. Fudge, what a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. That lady's past. Well, nobody knows is an emanator who should not exist.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve.
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. I even managed to recover the gift money.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony.
That's true, but what's your plan?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine.
What's this? Medical advice? You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be.
You be willing to support my performance? Wow, how fabulous!
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That...
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting?
The world has truly lost its way. You wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what?
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something.
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Oh, death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights.
Is that...
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry.
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. But buildings and lights... The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Take care, my friend. If you... You don't look good, my friend.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to.
All right, then. If you ever...
Well, actually, I do need a favor.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony?
All right. Good luck with your work, then. Ugh, what was I even thinking? Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. Oh? You're giving these gems to me? Or are you just pitying me?
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend.
Oh? Maybe I really should quit.
The devil of Soul Glad?
They say it loves to appear to drunk people. Especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road.
Yeah. Very funny indeed.
Not enough credits left?
You want to talk to me? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak.
Another curious soul.
How did your boss talk you?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tableau. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts.
Guess she's got a point.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Is this a gift? For me?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind?
Neither.
Oh, you sound just like my father. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics.
Hey, stay positive. The Devil of Soul Glad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. you're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. Your first task is simple. In addition to you, go and play a game with them.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie, but you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price.
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive...
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days.
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip...
Look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table.
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time.
In the bar?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady.
Oh, did you hear that?
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck.
Looks good.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for it? Check out this bottle! The liquid inside looks beautiful! And the half an amber... Ugh, drinking this stuff can't be... That's true, but...
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding?
Then... Can this be used? Oh, what should we exchange for it? Hey, what are you doing? You can't just throw trash. Happiness is the dream of the humble. Oh, that's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way! I'm looking for Siobhan.
Uh-huh? What's all the commotion about?
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along...
Just... one moment.
What's her deal?
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours?
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do? I just don't get why... It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid and shy. You don't know Siobhan's past. I know. She probably...
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get... Those darn Iris... I get it now. I can help clear the way for her. I just don't get... I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share this, the crowd is going wild. I've seen that scene countless times in... Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener? Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. Maybe here's the payment for the drinks.
Amiki has left? That's good for her. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So go ahead. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So, which one would you like to use as the base? You won't find a sweeter drink anywhere in Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick. Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style? Concentric circles. May you always remember where you started. Well, it's done. Here's to you, Dream Seeker, with this glass of El Dorado. To golden dreams.
Well done, Gallagher.
So, are you satisfied?
The flavors!
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece. I'm not entirely sure what it all means.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl.
I was right about you. Let's dig deeper into the case, and... All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. But here's the thing. We only received bad news. She simply vanished.
Huh? Does that mean...
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case...
Dealt with before, so death does happen in Penacony.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive if you really want to delve deeper into this case.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, fought...
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing?
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know?
That's just our speculation.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world? Inviting you here and causing chaos?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape. You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, He's the watchmaker. Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the watchmaker?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. But everything has a price, and Sweet Dreams are no exception. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville. History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
What's going on? Why can't anyone go in?
So many of them. I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects. Well, it's a masterpiece from the family, after all. Besides the followers of the preservation, let's find a quiet spot and continue our The view here is great, right? We can see everything from here, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker. In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville.
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him. So maybe he inherited the title.
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Ozdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivity.
Thus, he became known as the father of Penacony.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family?
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore, while they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world. Behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name, but we failed. Too much time had passed. and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him.
We're truly sorry for what happened.
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time. Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? We will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all. Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways rejected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker. Exactly. Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else. That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have.
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
Seek, and you will find.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Well, this door is open. Looks like we'll have to...
Just one moment. White. I've made myself less noticeable.
I see.
Stream forth, gleamful flame. The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
Maybe the heads of the family used that model for... The footprints here are different from the rest. There are 2 sets of them.
Spring forth, the gleam.
Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
I'm with you.
Stream forth, gleam.
Nothing major.
Just a scratch.
Don't get complacent. Eternal sleep is not the end.
And return! Rules are made to be broken.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Free.
This ends here. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Let's make it quick. You chose the wrong end.
Another journey begins on the still waters of oblivion.
Let's go.
Nothing major.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
Destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off.
It'll take more than that. This ends here.
Let's make. You chose the wrong enemy.
Rules are made to be broken.
Free will on the still waters of oblivion.
You have my gratitude.
Repay.
Just a scratch. This ends here.
Eternal sleep
And return!
Another journey be destined for oblivion.
Let's go. I'll see you off.
Will forged in ice never falters!
I underestimated you. Nothing major.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Let's settle this.
Hope you're prepared.
Is that all?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Destined for oblivion.
Eternal sleep is not that.
And return!
This is our chance.
Landau, a will forged in ice, never falters!
On the still waters of oblivion.
This ends here.
Just a scratch. Nothing major.
Another journey destined for oblivion.
Let's make it. Just a scratch. Bloom. Much better. Repay. Hope you're prepared. You chose
Free will on the still waters of oblivion.
Let's go.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice, never falters!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This ends.
Another journey be destined for oblivion.
Let's make it.
Rules are made to be broken. This ends here.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Let's go. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead
return! In the name of Landau, will forged in ice, never falters!
Destined for oblivion.
I'll see you.
Familiar. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion.
This ends here.
You chose the wrong. Nothing. Receive divinity.
Don't worry, it's just a script. Free will or was destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off.
Hope you're prepared.
On the still waters of oblivion.
More than that.
Eternal sleep is not the
Dead return! In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice, never falters! Rules are made to be broken! This ends here.
You chose.
Destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Let's make.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Will forged in ice, never falters!
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
Let's go.
Again.
Bloom. Much better. Repay. Just a scratch.
Again. On the still waters of oblivion.
This is our chance. Receive divinity. Much better. Hope you're prepared. Let's make it.
Rules are made to be broken! In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice, never falters!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Is that all?
for oblivion.
Eternal sleep is dead.
This ends.
Another turn.
Let's go. You chose the.
This ends here.
Look, it dropped something.
A note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks. It must have been a big project to require that much manpower.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion.
So you're saying someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know what.
No.
Since no one's around to entertain us, the information about Robin, Firefly, and the other.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced. This light cone is securely guarded.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on...
I wonder how their relationship is now.
Growing up brings...
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position.
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty in catching the traitor. It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Odie is...
They don't seem to care much about death.
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal.
Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspects.
They all seem to be insiders.
Huh? Wait.
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just over...
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter.
That's all for now. Nothing more noteworthy.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the family.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here.
Well, since you've come with good...
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. However, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. You should be more cautious of Aventurine. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert. You never know what unexpected troubles could arise.
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio Aventurine case. Thus, this fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4. As per Strategic Investment Department head Diamond's sentiments, the IPC has appropriately relocated the suspect in the...
What pretty eyes. Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes. No lawyer has the audacity to defend you.
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sand.
I'll admit that.
Madam, I already have what I want.
Then let's talk about the second gamble.
My life. I want your Lenore to meet with me.
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 Tonbas. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. You're wrong. 30 Tonbas. I'll give you Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the... Go. Pick the clothes you like, then choose your desired identity. And may your plans never suffer failure.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value. People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost. Is it because Gaiathra blesses me? But what then? Even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come next? Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or will I encounter failure, never to return? I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas, lowly gambler. What? What?
What?
Am I dreaming, or have I gone completely insane? Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony. The Harmony? Oh, Don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you through death's door. A grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off? Why not? Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road. Let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk. What exactly are you? Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future. First I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next? Oh, why are there no guests here? Just a Pepeshi? No. A child. I thought minors weren't allowed in Golden Hour.
What's wrong, mister? You don't look well.
Impossible. Who are you?
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama Funga. Colorful eyes are said to bring good luck. Mister, you have pretty eyes too. Beautiful.
Are you alone? Where are your parents?
They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mama went in first. I have to go. Goodbye, mister. Hope you have a good time too.
Those eyes. And Mama Funga. No, it can't. There aren't any Avgens left.
Wait for me!
Only on Penacony, am I right? What are you still doing here? Well, you've known all along. The family truly showed leniency to everyone who came seeking help. Why would there be a need for such high walls and deep moats? However, people don't see it like that. Which is why, once you step into the hotel, you remove your high hat and beg everyone you come across for help. Well, when you put it like that, even Ratio's a teeny peacock analogy sounds pleasant. Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope. It's good timing that you mentioned the doctor. Oh, when everyone thinks this way. Go on. Tell me I'm right. You know who you really are, Mr. Cavalier Gambler. Uptight, overcautious, massive inferiority complex. You want so much, you're still so afraid of losing. They only see your big bets, your bravado, the full house, the straight flush. It's a heck of an act. Well, the best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors... Of course. I know you all too well. For the preservation? I doubt it. Oh, I thought you knew. We're done. Either stop talking or disappear from my sight. That's fine. Well, it's not going to be me, anyway. Feeling
playing hide and seek. I'm really good at this.
When Mama said goodbye that day, how many... I know you won't forget that sound anytime soon. Those shrill... It wasn't ruined. Come on. It's a wrap. Now you don't have to hide. You probably... I've never changed. On the contrary, now you're the one who does the hunting. That child... Could he be in here? Is this... a topaz? What? Does her cornerstone wrench out your heart, son? I was merely curious at why it was here. Maybe that winged guy put it here. To taunt you. The cornerstone's hue is the same as the radiance of Clipot's body. I've gotta give it to you. I've heard a lot of baloney, but that lie deserves a prize for sheer nerve. This is just bait. Of course. That's why Ratio's betrayal was one of the keys to your plan. Or maybe he wasn't acting at all. All the better for you. Sunday didn't become head of the Oak family by acting sloppy. He's obsessed with control, which is why you had Ratio seek him out and leak the plan on purpose. Finally, Sunday took the bait. Everyone's distracted enough for you to steal the third stone. Why don't you stop rummaging through my mind? Your mind. It's our mind. You're me, and I'm you. We're the same. The best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is to first be able to fool yourself. Really? You can't even fool yourself. You just got lucky this time. This is the other cornerstone in Sunday's hands. Rather beautiful green. Just like you. Smooth. Cunning. Tell me, what's its name? Why are you even asking me? Must I do all the work? Aventurine is the stone of luck and trickery. That's what she said when you received the stone, wasn't it? This type of stone isn't rare, but its hue is very similar to a certain gem. In fact, it's often used as a substitute. And that more precious gem is... jade. Even Sunday can't tell the difference. Oh, looks like jade can be substituted for aventurine, too. Aventurine, topaz, jade. offered their everything. As I've said before, 3 chips are sufficient. All or nothing. But will it be the former or the latter? We'll find out soon.
So, where's the real aventurine stone? Take it out. Let's have a look.
Suddenly you don't know where it is?
I just want to hear you say it. After all, it really does resemble its owner.
As you wish, then. They never went anywhere. They're right where they belong. Piled up with these cheap baubles.
You smashed the aventurine stone before you left? Oh, just look at it. Shattered. Just like your life. Poor thing. A humble pebble coated in the most lustrous sheen. I take it back. This thing is far more precious than your life. You're absolutely clear about the consequences of doing this.
Well, Diamond has always been all about results. As long as I could create value far beyond the cost, the ends justify the means. How else would the family be fooled if there was no price to pay? It doesn't matter. Even smashed to smithereens, the preservation's cornerstone can still be used. Its effect may be greatly diminished, but it's enough for me.
Now I'm really curious. Why does every step you take involve reckless risks, and the choices you prepare for yourself always come with a strong impulse for self-destruction? Do you truly believe that the greater the risk, the greater the rewards? I wouldn't have guessed you'd be so loyal to the IPC.
There is so much you don't see.
That is, if you can do what it takes.
We'll just have to wait and see then. The cornerstone is gone. Another illusion of the harmony. Huh?
We meet again, Mr. Pretty Eyes.
Yes. We meet again.
Of course. Big Sis is there too. I'm so happy. On our way here, Papa even brought me to see a blimp.
I think you mean film.
Yes, that's it. Putting many drawings together and turning them into a moving wall painting. They put me, Papa, Mama, and Big Sis together, turning us into one big family. You should give it a try too, mister.
Sure. How's that? Boring. Why aren't you talking?
You've piqued my interest.
Well, you sound sincere this time, at least.
Well, sincerity is one of my traits that everybody likes. Our quaint journey through this amusement park still isn't over.
So tall! Even taller than the tallest rocks in the desert! There are so many flowers here! Vixis, this one's for you!
A dead end?
Oh, what's on your mind?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Do you need a hand? These are manacles on you. You wrapped that iron chain around your fist, for that is the only tool you could find.
Shut up!
Oh, you don't wish to face your past? Well, from what I see, you refuse to confront it. Because it only proves your weakness.
How could a weak person take such daring risks?
That's right. You love the thrill of danger. In your hands, those who follow you could have become Joker cards. A pity you're not him.
Those techniques you mentioned are highly efficient, but it's not that I don't know about them. What fun is it if the fight isn't fair?
Fair?
Well, she gave me an answer that could turn everything upside down.
You mean it could make all the cards on the table just disappear?
That's cheating.
If these leaves could be brought back, would they bloom into new flowers?
Your expression right now is hard to put into words. You obviously could have lived a normal life like Big Sis that way.
Mama only left us with 2 pieces of jewelry. A necklace and a lucky charm. There won't ever be a 3rd piece.
That's what you always say, but you actually regret it, don't you?
You can zip it if there's nothing to talk about.
I know. You must remember what Big Sis told you. The words still ring in your ears, don't they? So, you surely won't forget how tragic her last moment. Tisk? Tisk.
Enough! Do you not have anything better to talk about?
Oh, shut me down like a champ! I think I finally get you. Woo! You are nuts! In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. Well, you stuck to that start to finish. Think about it. There's a Stellaron in play, the fabulous Robin loses her voice, 2 unsolved murders, cryptic messages from a masked fool, and a chance to go head-to-head with Sunday himself. The only thing to pique your interest is one word. The last word. word that's right there at your fingertips. Death. But whose exactly?
We'll know when the dice falls.
All right then. Reserve a seat for me in the audience. If you could start over, would you still want to be the child who received Gayathra's blessing?
It's so quiet this time. Is he finally gone? Or am I the one about to disappear?
Go back yet. It's so fun here. I want to stay here forever.
Place he can be going, whether it's in the past, present, or future.
sound of leather shoes. It really is. I don't know why, mister, but you always give me a special feeling that makes me more curious about you. It's sad that I can't get to know you more. We have to say goodbye. Did you have fun?
You're going back?
Yes, I should go home. The day's getting dark, and it's going to rain. I don't want to worry the others.
You're home. Where is it?
What a strange question. It's where Papa, Mama, and Big Sis are. In this dream. This amusement park. But, mister, why don't you like it?
Because they're not here.
Where are they then?
I don't know.
You do know. But there's no point pressing the issue. Admit it. You're tired. We all are. Which is why we chose to stay here. Me and him. Your past and future.
How long will you stay?
Forever. We'll be with you forever in this dream. This is the greatest honor that we can offer to those who hurtle towards death. The road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. But you've never gone in any other direction. Your own life is the chip you're most eager to lay down. Always has been. You don't care who the real murderer is, and the Watchmaker's so-called legacy couldn't be more boring. What you want, what you need, is to be the smooth operator. You'll be the closing act, the final sacrifice.
I can do it. And it will be flawless.
Of course you can. Your luck will help you at the right time. A Stellaron and an Emanator. It's that simple now. That way, the IPC will earn a place at the table. And as for you, you'll just happen to slip the leash, sweep the rat race, extract yourself from this endless debacle. This isn't the first time. You've been an escape artist from day one. This fiasco started with a death, and its curtains will fall on another death. Oh. So that's why Diamond chose you.
He's just after Penacony. No matter the means, no matter the price. It's not personal.
It's hard, isn't it?
Well, don't get soft on me now. What, did you suddenly grow a conscience?
I was born from yourself. I'm well aware that climbing out of the hole you've dug is basically impossible. I can't stop you from doing what you want, and we can't change where you want to go.
Well, what's done can't be undone. All we can do is play the cards we're dealt and rake in as much time as possible.
Yes. Alas, people won't make all the right choices in their lifetime. Though luck always seems like it's on your side. You will keep winning, having never lost before, but why you? Why must it be you? If all your luck is built on the pain of someone you love, on the loss of dozens more, if these windfalls, these jackpots, aren't a gift from Gaiathra, if all they are is a long string of meaningless deaths, then what did we do to
Maybe when I get to where I'm going and look back, I'll know what the trip was all about.
Fine. Time to make a move, my friend. I'll be waiting up ahead. Say goodbye to the kid before you shuffle off. It's best to die without regrets.
And now, only we are left. Can you take a photo for me? I want a memento.
Sure.
How nice. Now I can see what I look like too.
Look at the lens when you're taking a photo the next time. Your expression will look more natural.
Sure, I will. Then, mister, are you going back too?
I can't leave yet. I still have a show to do.
Oh, you're about to go on stage, aren't you? Let's go then. I'll take you to the stage.
Sure.
So you're an actor. No wonder your clothes are so stylish.
I'm actually a merchant. But I do have a show to do.
Are you the same as those men in black in the sky? But you're not wearing black.
Only ordinary employees have to wear that. My position is much higher than theirs.
Awesome. I hope I can become as good looking as you when I grow up.
Of course you can.
Curtain is the grand stage. It's almost time to go on stage. Are you ready? Good luck with your show.
Thank you.
You still seem pretty nervous. Let's put our palms together. If you receive Gaiathra's blessing, you'll feel more relaxed. Putting our palms together is a simple ritual. By putting our palms together and reciting the prayer to Mama Funga, she will bless us. If you're not familiar, I can guide you.
It's all right. I know how to do it. Of course I know.
This is where we go our own way, Kakavasha. The catechins are coming.
Why? The catechins have already taken all our money, food, and they killed our parents.
Catechins are bloodthirsty, cruel, and insatiably greedy. This is a trick, an act of revenge. They know the Avgin will surely hold a festival to little do the catechins know. This time, we will fight back. The men in black that descend from the skies are on our side. Without this rain, the catechins would never take action. And we would not have the chance to turn the tide.
But people will die, and you will be in danger.
The Avgin always return their blood debts, as long as you are alive. The blood of the Avgin will never run dry. As for us, we will reunite in Kakava's next aurora. May the goddess Gayathra close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood eternally pulsing. Let your journey be forever and your schemes forever concealed. Farewell, Kakavasha.
Newsflash from the Interastral Peace broadcast. The IPC Marketing Development Department spokesperson confirms that a small-scale rebellion has broken out in the unclaimed region of Sigonia. The insurgents are from a local clan known as Kataka.
The clan launched a massive attack on the Abjin, who the spokesperson expresses his deepest condolences for this devastating humanitarian disaster. Finally, he proclaims, the hammer of preservation will fall for all beings, regardless of life or death, regardless of race, regardless of ideology, to uphold the basic rights we inherently possess.
Kakavasha? Bye. Okay. All the actors are in place. It's time for the show to begin. This act is dedicated to you. I hope it'll be an unforgettable memory for you. Kakavasha.
By the way, before you go, I have a personal question. Do you truly want to destroy the world with your own hands?
Then I would be quite happy to make that wager.
Is this Miss Acheron? Hello, I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Hello, I'm March 7th. I'm sure he needs no introduction, as you definitely know him.
Hello? None of you seem surprised by my arrival.
Since Welt has decided to travel with you, it means that he trusts you. And we trust his judgment.
I envy your close friendships.
Miss Acheron here doesn't present a danger, and she's of no threat to the Astral Express, which is why, before we continue working together, he has a duty to explain himself.
You want to create a situation where all 3 parties are present?
There must be some deeper meaning behind Aventurine's actions. In that sense, the Astral Express's role in his plans would be imperative. Assuming things do escalate to that stage, having an extra ally is a good insurance policy.
You're talking weird again. But it's a good vibe. No matter what, we can't ignore the safety of Penacony.
To solve the mystery of the Watchmaker, it is crucial to get the IPC's intel.
Sounds like we've reached a consensus.
I will accompany you, of course.
Let's move out then! But where do we start looking for him?
No need to rush. If he truly has laid a trap, he will definitely use every means to lure us in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most wondrous, most magnificent show in Penacony's history is about to begin. The IPC cordially invites everyone to Clock Studios Theme Park.
Look, should both the performers and spectators fail to arrive...
Let's get going, everyone. The hour...